A spring morning in the forest began with the songs of starlings. Every morning they delighted the forest dwellers with new melodies, and this time their song was about the special day when the bears wake up from their winter hibernation. So, before the light morning mist had dissipated, the entire forest community eagerly awaited the awakening of the bear family father, mother, and a little bear cub, born on the eve of winter, who was to see for the first time what spring is, and how beautiful it is in his native forest at this time. The hares were going to visit the bears in the morning. The fox wanted to drop by at noon, and the hedgehogs, who had only recently woken up themselves, decided to pop into the den in the evening. So, while the animals were preparing for the meeting, and the starlings were singing their morning songs, the bears were still having sweet winter dreams. However, it wasn't long before the father bear woke up. After yawning, smiling, and stretching, he slowly wandered into the clearing. Following him, sensing that it had become too spacious in the den, came the still sleepy mother bear. "Good spring morning, dear. Hello, Dad. Hello, Mom. What a wonderful forest. Is this spring?" "It is, isn't it?" Theo exclaimed, running out right after his mother and looking around with incredible excitement, not giving his father a chance to answer. "Yes, son," the mother bear replied. "It is your first spring in life." That day, the bears welcomed guests, introduced Theo to the birds that had already flown away when he was born, and went to sleep earlier that night, as the months of sleep had taken their toll and they needed some time to get back into their rhythm. Theo fell asleep as soon as he reached his place in the den, and it was a good thing he got some rest, because an incredible adventure awaited him the next day. The little bear woke up at dawn. He could barely wait for his mother to prepare breakfast. Quickly ate the supplies left from the previous year, and was about to run to the clearing when suddenly Theo heard thunder.it was the first spring thunderstorm. The thunderstorm that seemed to announce that nature had awakened. However, for Theo, who was born before hibernation and had never heard thunder or seen lightning, it was something terrifying. The poor little bear got scared, curled up into a ball, and was ready to burst into tears. "Mom, what's that? I'm scared." The mother bear gently hugged her son. "Don't be afraid, Theo. It's the first spring thunderstorm." "Thunderstorm?" the little bear asked in surprise. Yes, it's when the sky starts to rumble very loudly, as if the dark clouds are having a quarrel. It seems like sparks are flying between them. We call these flashes of lightning. At this time, a downpour pours from the sky onto the ground, many large drops of water. But don't worry, Theo. A thunderstorm is a natural phenomenon, and after it, you can see something extremely beautiful. Thanks to his mother's words, Theo was no longer so scared, but he couldn't believe how such terrible sounds, flashes, and rain could bring something good. "Tell me, Mom," he asked. "What will I see after the thunderstorm?" "Wait, dear." The father bear joined the conversation. having just been awakened by the first claps of thunder. Don't tell him. As soon as the thunderstorm ends, he'll find out for himself. It wasn't long before the rain subsided. The thunderclaps were barely audible, and the bear family went for a walk. The air was clean and smelled of rain. Drops of water glistened on the branches and trunks of trees. Theo looked around and wondered what special thing he was about to see. The bears wandered to the edge of the forest, and the father said to his son, "Theo, look at the sky." The little bear looked up, and his breath was taken away by what he saw. From one end to the other stretched a large, colorful bridge. The sky seemed to bloom, and bright stripes were visible against the blue background: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. "It's a rainbow, Theo," said his mother. The sun gently touched the drops of water left by the rain clouds and showed us this beauty. The little bear was so enchanted that he couldn't find the words. The first spring thunderstorm, the first rainbow, everything was so new and so beautiful. "That's not all, Theo," said his father. "After the rain, the earth, soaked with rain, will turn green with grass faster. Buds and the first leaves will appear on the trees sooner. A little more, and everything will bloom, because spring has come." And the rainbow after the thunderstorm reminds us that even after dark clouds and scary thunder, something so beautiful should come that will bring us joy and a smile, added the mother. "Wow," said an astonished Theo. "Now I want another thunderstorm, so I can see the rainbow again." The bear parents laughed. "Don't rush," said the father. "Spring and summer are ahead, so we'll have more than one thunderstorm. And remember, it's better to wait it out in a shelter and in safety, and then go in search of beauty and adventure." "I love spring," Theo exclaimed. "And we love you," said his mother tenderly. They admired the rainbow until it disappeared, and then went on to see how the forest had changed after the first spring thunderstorm.